Hi there, welcome to the Player YouTube channel, where we don't just do car reviews, we do tons of other stuff as well. You ready? Run the VT. This is how a car should sound. Listen to this.
I didn't really push it either. I was just having a bit of fun.
Oh really? So there you have it, guys. The Ferrari's over. My birthday present. Here we go. We're going to meet the crew and hopefully get nice, a real one.
I think it makes a good work.
Let's go.
Nice to start.
Nice to see you.
Show us your big chopper, your helicopter. So here we are, the Morgan Roadster, where we're here for the Swiss Watch Show. And guys, guess what? It's another morning here out in sunny France. So here we are, 2023 Salon Prive. You've got the weather, you've got the cars, and you've got the Shelbys. This is a Shelby Cobra, and behind me is a very interesting gentleman who happens to own a fantastic company that you've probably all heard of anyway. It's called Clive Sutton Cars, is that correct?
That is correct.
This is Luke Sutton, the son of owner and co-partner, whatever you want to call him.
All of the above.
All of the above, there you go. Luke knows all about this car. He's going to tell us, I mean, this is fantastic, Luke. What a car, genuine car.
Yep, genuine Shelby Cobra, very, very special car. So in 2015, they did a special run of 50 continuation 50th anniversary builds. This is number 28 of 50. So
wow.
It's the only one that we know of in the UK. Very few will be in Europe at all. Mostly sold to very serious collectors out in the US.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's essentially a continuation model. So this is as authentic as it would have been built back in 1965. You know, no real modern tricks, no modern enhancements, as genuine as you could get for a 1965 built.
Can we look under the bonnet?
Oh, you absolutely can.
The hood.
So,
Sorry, it's American.
The hood, exactly.
So which
that.
way do we go? That
Twist.
way?
Yeah. There we go. So, if you come and have a look under here.
And this is as genuine, or is this different?
No, so in 2015, these were basically, even the body and the shelf for this really was all modernized and rebuilt in 2015.
Sure.
But it's as it would have been in 65. So this is a 427, so it's the equivalent of a 7-litre, 525 brake horsepower. And considering the entire shell of this car is sort of under 1,500 kilos, this thing is an absolute weapon.
So I love the way you describe that. Yeah. This is a proper weapon.
Weapon, yeah.
What a car. Have you driven this car yourself?
I have. I haven't driven track. I've driven road. I've driven gingerly, and I've driven carefully because it is a 200.
Did Ginger enjoy the drive?
Oh, it's as good. It's as good as a driving experience can get. It's old school, traditional.
I'm just looking at the wipers and everything. I mean, these are so, they're almost like the original bits and pieces.
Exactly that, and not something you ever want to be using, because if it's raining, this thing needs to be stored and not running.
Absolutely.
Very, very scary to drive in the wet, I can tell you for sure.
Really?
Oh yeah, I mean,
like,
it's all rear-wheel drive. You know, huge amount of horsepower and torque for a car of its size and weight, and you know, it's really just focused on the driver experience.
Of course it is. That's what it was all about.
Exactly. And then you've got the long sort of manual shifter.
Yeah, that shift is just incredible.
Unbelievable. All about the driver position. It's right next to your hand and where the steering wheel is. Authentic sort of wooden feel to the steering wheel as it would have been back in the day.
Unbelievable. No airbags, no. It's just
Nothing. Even the gauges, the original gauges, all very authentic. And if you see another video we made together of the 67 Stang where we've gone for a much more modern feel.
We need to, hang on, we need to punt that, don't we? So
do
just
your
click
tag.
up there for that video if you want to watch it. We did another video. It's behind us now, it's hiding there. If you're interested in American cars, just watch that video as well. But this, I mean, it's just a beautiful piece of kit.
Exactly that. It shows perfectly the difference. This being a continuation model, which is essentially as authentic as can be, versus a resto mod, which is modernized and for the modern day. And you know, if you look here and all around the vehicle, there's plaques showing the official Shelby.
I can see that.
So a CSX number is the official Shelby register. As an owner of this, you become registered on the Shelby database.
Wow.
You know, as a car owner or for someone in a collection for real drivers' cars, there's very few other things you can buy like this.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of my dream cars. It's always been on my top 3 list in the world. And it's just standing here in front of it is incredible. The paint colour on this, bespoke to this car, or is this a run of colours that they did? Or?
So very good question. So it's called Guardsman Blue. Of the 50, almost all of them are in this colour. It's sort of the authentic, sort of genuine Shelby colours with the Oxford white stripe going down the middle.
Love it.
There were a few examples I saw that were sold that did black with titanium silver strip. But the Shelby known colours are the Guardsman Blue with the white stripe.
I absolutely love this car. If I wanted to buy this car, you knew this was coming.
Yes.
What sort of money would I have to part with to own this car?
So this, as is £200,000. It's got 450 miles on it.
Right.
It's only had one owner ever in the UK before. We imported it specifically for him, and was lightly driven, lightly used, and mostly kept in a collection. And
I think that's actually a very reasonable price for something like this car. I was expecting you to say at least $500,000, to be honest.
It's because it was the continue. If you get one of the original 65s, that has still been maintained from then in as condition like this, you're talking that sort of number. I think as a result of it being sort of 2015 built, more of a modernised example, you know, this is a fair benchmark price for it.
And will we be able to start the engine up on this in a minute?
Yes, we absolutely will, of course. This is what it's all about.
That's what it's all about. Guys, check back in 2 seconds. By the magic of edit, we will show you this car being started up, the engine, and what it sounds like. Well, what it sounds like from the side, not from the back.